I want to play a game. Good evening, folks, and welcome to the Horror Corner. I'm your host, Sean Patrick Erschen, and this week we are doing yet another tag video, and this one is actually created by Lisa Loves, and she tagged me in her video. Now this is based on the Saw franchise, featuring the horror legend Jigsaw. Now, there's a total of 6 questions, and one of them is actually multi-layered. So, good job, Lisa, on coming up with these questions. These are great. So, first one up is, what is your favorite Saw film and why? So, I know a lot of people would say the original Saw film, but for me, it's actually Saw 2. Oh yes, there will be blood. I really enjoyed Saw 2 because Jigsaw was a lot more involved directly, and you got to see a lot more of Jigsaw, and as played by Tobin Bell, and he does such a great job as the character of John Kramer, and I just like seeing him more and being more hands-on, and seeing him deal with Detective Matthews, played by Donnie Wahlberg, who I thought was such a great adversary for Jigsaw. And I felt that's what was lacking in the first movie. He didn't have a real great adversary like Detective Matthews' character. So next up is, what are your top 3 Saw traps? And I really had to think hard about this one, and I really had to brush up on my Saw knowledge because I hadn't seen them in a while. So first up would be from Saw 5, and that's the trap where they had to fill this pint with 10 pints of blood, and by putting their hands directly into a running saw, and that drips the blood out into this pint. And so it has to be 10 pints, and there's 2 people, so they decide either one of them can put 10 pints of blood and die, or 2 of them can put in 5 pints of blood each and fill it up that way, and then they would both survive and somehow maybe make it. The other thing is the place will blow up if they don't. So yeah, that was particularly nasty when you see that stick their hand right in the running saw, like, oh, that was a nasty one. So my second choice is from Saw 6, and that is these people have these head contraption, and they have to put a pound of flesh onto a scale, or the head contraption will drill 2 giant holes in their head and they'll die. So they have to cut their arms off, whatever. They have to have a pound of flesh, wherever you get it from your body, and they're hacking themselves up, and it's so nasty. One guy takes out his liver and shit and throws it on the scale. Oh, it's so nasty, and I think it's definitely one of the most brutal scenes in the history of the Saw franchise. It has to be. It's so gory and gross, and it's awesome. Okay, so the next up for number 3, I chose from Saw 1, and that's Amanda's reverse bear trap, which is right at the beginning of Saw 1, which is really awesome and really cool looking, and it reminds me of like the Middle Ages, or something from like the Spanish Inquisition, the torture traps they used to use. And so she has to stab herself right in the gut to get the key in order to open the reverse bear trap, or it'll snap right down on her head. But she actually gets out of that one. One of the few to actually get away from one of the traps and survive. So that's another reason I like it. So next up, question number 3 is, what is your favorite twist in the franchise? And yeah, I gotta agree with Lisa on that, right from the original film, where all along that corpse was sitting on the ground the whole time, and he gets up and rises, and it's Jigsaw, the whole damn time. John Kramer's character, Jigsaw. So yeah, that was really intense, and it was so well done, and you would have never saw that come in a million years. So awesome job on that. So number 4 is, why do you like or dislike Saw? I actually do like the franchise. I do enjoy it. I'm not the biggest fan in the world, but I think it's a great concept. I thought it was very original at the time, and Jigsaw's motives were very clear and interesting. You know, he was a cancer patient, and he really believes in what he's doing. He believes he is right in what he's doing, that he's actually helping society, getting rid of these douchebags, you know. And the scum of society, those are the people that he's given this choice and playing this game of survival with these people. So that's what I really enjoy about it. And I think Tobin Bell is a great actor, and I think he does a fantastic job as Jigsaw. And next up, number 5 is, did you see any of the twists coming in advance? No, because I haven't watched the films enough, like the whole franchise, enough that I know the characters and the events so well that I would see a twist like that coming. So, no, I wouldn't see those twists coming. I always, whenever I saw it like once, like in the theater. And yeah, I never saw any of the twists coming, and it was always like shocking, and that was one of the things that's so cool about the Saw franchise. So next up, question number 6 is, what would you personally like to see in a new Saw movie? And and for me, it's the Kardashians is going to be put in the Saw trap next time. Either that or some like celebrities. I think that'll be like interesting to see, like a celebrity from reality TV or something, or like the Jersey Shore or something like that. Or even The Voice or some American Idol or something. Have them go in the Saw traps and see how they survive. At any rate, that's it for the Saw tag by Lisa Loves. So now I'm going to tag some people. I'm going to tag HorrorMetal. I'm going to tag Horror Fan Man. And I'm going to tag Boogeyman Ben. So get on it, folks. I want to see your responses. And thank you, Lisa Loves, for tagging me. And you become a good friend. And I really enjoy these tag videos. And so everybody, like and subscribe to Lisa's channel. She's got great content. And thank you for joining me, Sean Patrick Erschen, in the Horror Corner. Tune in and stay scared.